Yeah, so indeed, virtualization is really the act of creating a virtual version of something. We know it very well from virtual computing, where you can have multiple virtual computers running on a single platform, storage, for example, network resources. It's really essentially about abstracting the functional components, okay, so that you have a full abstraction from the underlying hardware and infrastructure. Now, the underlying infrastructure can be pretty much anything, okay? You ideally would have something like a general compute platform because that's very readily available. But in some cases, it would be GPU-based platforms, typically commonly for AI functions, you will find that, or FPGA platforms. But at the end of the day, anything can be virtualized, I would say. Even specialized products, even very industry-specific products, or even things like virtual human resources. You have human resources operators, people that work in an operation. Those can be also virtualized. Satellite capacity, for example, can be virtualized. Those are non-tangible components. So essentially, it's really about looking at everything that you have in an operation and trying to create a digital twin of it so that you can really manage it in a more flexible way. So definitely it can be applied in a teleport operation. It can be applied anywhere in the world. I would say virtualization is essentially the key thing that is happening when you talk about digital transformation. And digital transformation is happening in any business. So why would it not happen in a teleport operation? And today, yeah, it is very important to really look into that. How does that fit for my business and how can it be applied? And in a teleport operation, of course, you can apply it on multiple levels. It starts with the most basic of functions, your basic resources, for example. It could be about elementary building blocks, functions to encode or transcode, for example, video, to store files, to modulate or demodulate, for example, RF signals. Whatever you can imagine, the most elementary functions that you have there. But then, of course, you can start combining those functions, and you could be looking at a complete uplink, for example, or a point-to-point transport, and consider that to be a function. So it's essentially really about looking at your business, looking at the essential components, and creating a digital twin of that entire operation, and really to try to create a structure there where you can use and leverage those virtual components. Now, pay attention, we talk about monitoring and control. If you virtualize, it would obviously be about much more than just monitoring and controlling components, software components, hardware components, on-premises, off-premises, in the cloud, whatever it is. It's very much also about concepts of capabilities, modeling capacity, for example, modeling the availability of those resources. So when we see it happening everywhere, of course, because that's what we do every single day. We work with teleport operators to virtualize everything that they have in their operation and to start looking at building a complete new business around that.